Good morning, everybody. I'm going to do a little walk and talk. I don't think it's going to be a little one, though. This is going to be an important one. And I'm just at my front door. It's not too cold. The sun's just come up. The time is 7:49. I think the sun just came up literally like less than half an hour ago. I got a bit of bedhead, but I'll be okay. Just going to put on my boots, get my coat, and we'll start this walk and talk. Got my trusty coat here. Got my long johns on. Be nice and warm. Just gotta get the boots on now. Oh. This zipper I had to get fixed at the Rideau Center at Stitches. But they did a very, very good job. I could have put a link in the description for Stitches in the Rideau Center Mall, downtown Ottawa. They do very good modifications on all sorts of stuff. Anything you want. Like, they're what do you call that? They do sewing and stitching, and it's called Stitch It. What do you call that? I know there's a word for it. I just can't think of it right now. It's, they stitch stuff, right? Oh, the thing is wiggling. This thing's got a mind of its own. It's got a mind of its own. Here we go. This thing is literally like a little robot, this selfie stick. It's pretty advanced technology. It has gyroscope, gimbal device inside of it that keeps it steady. So it's very advanced. My friend Jared sold it to me. I put a link in the description about this. So we'll see how many links in the description we'll have today. But so far we got Stitch It in the Rideau Center. This selfie stick gimbal device with the gyroscope. I think the company that makes it is called Ohm or something. It's right on the device, right? I'll tell you right now. Osmo, it says Osmo, and then it also says DJI. So the company that makes this, it's a DJI. It's a Chinese company, I believe. DJI, very advanced stuff. DJI. I think this one might be called the Ohm. The OM selfie stick by DJI. So think DJ like a music DJ, and then I like iPhone. DJI. Alright, what a beautiful morning. Sun just came up. Beautiful, beautiful. My hair, how am I gonna I need a hairdresser or something Alright. This is the perfect time to go out for a walk and talk. There's nobody out here except animals. So this is perfect, perfect, perfect. This is such a good day. I feel positive. I'm going to Toronto. I'm moving out of Ottawa. So no more Ottawa. I will never live in Ottawa again. I lived here 16 years since 2009. It's now 2025, so you do the math. That's about 16 years. Because I moved here in the spring of 2009, and we're very close to the spring of 2025. So that's 16 years been living in Ottawa. That's long enough, you know. Well, on to the next town, on to the next adventure, and on to the next challenge. Why does the selfie stick want to look over there? I don't know. Oh, it's looking all over. It's gonna like tell everyone where I live. I'll be moving out soon anyways. So this will be the house that time forgot. The house that Andrew lived in. Remember that movie? What was it called? The Land Before Time. That was a good non-Disney film that was popular amongst the kids growing up, you know, because it was like very mysterious, like talking about dinosaurs, and the dinosaurs talked, and it was all cartoons. So, you know, cartoons are special for kids, right? It lets your imagination run wild. And I like the story of The Land Before Time because it was like an adventure they went on. Oh, there's a dog coming. Let's go see this dog. Get the boots on, get the boots on. These are very good boots. I'll put a link in the description for Marks. There's locations all across Canada. They're owned by Canadian Tire. These are Wind River boots. They're the best boots I've ever bought. Like, they're just very good, high quality, very comfortable, very warm. I've got to close that door. Make sure I have my gloves and my shoe glove. Morning. You don't usually see me up this early.
Why are you up too early?
Well, I'm doing a little selfie stick video for YouTube.
Okay.
Because I advertise things like advertising these boots.
Yep.
Advertising Stitch It, because Stitch It fixed this in the Rideau Center. They put a new zipper. And then I'm also advertising this selfie stick, which is made by DJI out of China. And it's the most advanced technology I've ever touched. Because it has a mind of its own. You go around, like, it will follow you. And it always steadies itself. Like I have to turn it. See, it's how it's stiff? But it will turn itself, and it will do all kinds of neat things. It has a gyroscope inside.
Very cool.
So it's like Hollywood level technology. Because in Hollywood or Bollywood or wherever they do have film equipment,
Yep.
they have these. They used to have the big ones, right?
Yep.
But they had a gyroscope underneath that would steady it.
Yep.
It's called a steady cam.
Yep.
But everything's getting smaller.
Oh no, exactly.
So this is doing almost what Hollywood did before, but it's smaller.
Very cool.
So my friend sold it to me $250.
Yep.
The phone was $1,000. I got through TELUS.
Yep.
So a little over $1,000 worth of equipment, and you can make almost like YouTube or Hollywood quality.
That sounds very cool.
But I love high tech stuff, and I love sound and video.
Yep. Well, it sounds good. How do you edit videos once you've got them?
Well, you can do basic editing right on YouTube. They have YouTube apps where you can edit stuff, but you can edit stuff on Windows, very basic video editing.
Yep.
But if you want to do quality, what you need is an Apple desktop computer. You like a Mac. You need a Macintosh computer.
Yep.
That you'll do quality editing, sound and video, and that's professional level. If you have like a nice Apple desktop computer.
Better close your door before you lose all your heat.
Oh, that's money.
Yeah.
All right, good to see you, man. What's your dog's name again?
Oh yeah, he's good.
What's your dog's name again?
Taco.
Taco, that's right, I love it. You too, man. Yeah, that was just my neighbor with his dog Taco, and his dog Taco is like a little Chihuahua, right? Very cute dog. How many minutes do we have? Oh, we could go 50 minutes. Okay, let's try to go the full 50. Try to stay warm here. Yeah, ears get cold sometimes. Alright, so what did we cover so far? We got 3 links in the description for various companies: DJI, Stitch It, Marks that sell Wind River boots. So that's got the promotions out of the way. Now we can just focus on what this video is about. This video is going to be about me leaving Ottawa, but also my vision for myself and what I want to do with my life. So far I've been kind of like living for other people, my family, living for, maybe try to meet someone and thinking, oh, I have to be this to meet someone, but I realized that I need to live for myself. And if I live for myself, love myself, and respect myself, then everything opens up, and it just starts with me. And it's like, it's such a simple message, but it's a very deep message if you really learn it properly and I understand what the message actually means, right? So it's a very simple idea. Love yourself, and then you can love others, and then others can love you back. So it's like the love has to start with you. You have to love yourself, and then the love will just spread after that, right? So that's the basics of that message. So moving out of Ottawa, love yourself, have a vision for yourself, have goals, and don't get too specific, but get fairly specific. I want to do this at least this year. I have to do this by next year. I want to do this. So I have a friend in Pakistan. She's got a goal to get married in 2026, and I believe she will. I want to go to the wedding. I want to be in Pakistan. I think that would be cool. I've never been anywhere like that. I've only been to England in 1999 with my grandmother Elizabeth on my dad's side. And then I went to New York City in 2007 because my friend Ian Barton and I had gotten tickets for a Third Eye Blind show in Poughkeepsie, New York. So we're like, oh, why don't we go down there, do the concert? And then we're so close to New York City at Poughkeepsie, so why don't we just go to New York for a few days? And we only had maybe not even $2,000 each. And I thought, oh, I have $1,500. I can afford to go to New York. And then I realized, yeah, we could afford it. It's just, it ended up spending absolutely all the money, and I could have spent more because 3 days in New York is, like, there's just so much to do. So I could talk a bit about that trip. Yeah, okay. Talk a bit about that. I'll talk about also my plans for the future for 2025 and 2026. Okay, so that's the subject of this video. So we'll get going. I'll close my door. Like the guy said, close the door. Alright, I gotta grab this. Alright. So now we go walk and talk. Walk and talk. Let's do this. Oh yeah, this is good. This is good. As long as you can hear me. Okay, the phone's in place. I'll try to keep it close to keep the audio as good as possible. I'll keep the little tripod thing in case I want to set this down again. So that's why we're going just that way. So, alright, let's get this started. Where were we? I think I was on the subject of my trip to New York City in 2007. I could even rewind and talk about the trip to England. Yeah. Okay. We got plenty of subject matter to cover this. What do we have left? We have 35 minutes left if we do the full 50 minutes. And the phone hopefully might get cold and might turn off. I think I have only had about 50% battery. So there's multiple things at play here for this video. It's not too cold out today, so hopefully this phone will stay on. And I know a little trick to save battery though. Tom Green would know about this. So you just go and you turn down the brightness. Storage space running out. Oh shit. So you turn down the brightness and that'll save. But that might actually make the phone not as, what's the word, not as hot. Because the screen might create some heat, right? So maybe it should be a balance of like keep the phone warm by keeping the screen brighter. And I'm at 30% power. I think that'll be enough power. Alright, so why don't we keep the screen bright? And I think this 32% battery will be enough to record video for the next 30 minutes. So we should be okay. We should be okay. Alright. I'll keep the screen bright. Just like it's a bright day. It's a bright day, beautiful day. I know you're watching Vanessa. I know you're watching Alicia. So it's a little shout out to my buddies here in Ontario. My pals. I have a lot of connections in this world. I have a very strong network of people that I've gotten to know over the years, and they've gotten to know me. Let's go through. Yeah, here we go. Oh, there's somebody out jogging. That's good, that's good. That's good. You know, you don't need to jog actually though. You could just do a very brisk walk. You know, I guess people like to jog because they want to get their heart rate up, right? It's very good for cardiovascular. It's very good for cardiovascular. That means the heart and the lungs working together. Cardio, heart. Vascular is like the lungs and the heart working together, I think. I'm not a doctor, but you can be your own best practitioner. You can be the person that loves you the most. You can be the person that takes care of you the best. Never put that in the hands of someone else, you know. You're the one that has responsibility for yourself, nobody else. Always remember that. It's called self-responsibility. It's called self-discipline. It's called self-realization. You know, it's called waking up to what, you know, reality. Or the closest we can hopefully come to reality. Here we are, number 1. That's where I'm going to be. Andrew is going to number 1 on YouTube. I'm going to be a travel YouTuber just like Kurt Kaz. Oh, I got to link Kurt Kaz down below now. Oh, what about Bald and Bankrupt? I'm going to link him down below. You guys have inspired me, along with some other YouTube travel vloggers. But especially, I would say Kurt Kaz. There's something I like about that guy. He's very genuine and he's real. You know, what you see is what you get with him. And no matter what all these haters say, I know Kurt Kaz is genuine because he can't do what he does and not be genuine. So, to all these haters of Kurt Kaz, I want to say they should shut up. They should be quiet and they should do some introspection and look at themselves in the mirror. You know, don't focus so much on Kurt Kaz. If you want to criticize someone, like, be more self-critical. Be critical of yourself. doesn't mean to hate yourself. It means to be honest with yourself. So self-criticism, that's another thing very powerful, right? If you're fat, you're fat. If you're, unhealthy in any way, or if you're not feeling aligned, if you're not feeling right, you got to get yourself right. You need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. I feel a song coming on. I want a stick. Oh, that one doesn't break off too easy. Holy shit, it's frozen. Oh, wow. Okay. So let's do the song very quickly. You need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. You need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. You need to check yourself before you wreck yourself, because you only live once as far as we know. So check yourself before you wreck yourself. Don't do drugs, kids. And stay away from alcohol. That's my advice. You don't have to take it, but I recommend you do. Okay. What do we got left? We got less than 30 minutes left. I think we have enough battery power, and I think the phone's going to stay on this time because it's not cold enough to make the battery die and turn off. Like, we might have to check the battery intermittently. Okay, we're at 28% now. We're going to have enough. We're going to make it. So it's almost like we have 1% of battery for every minute of recording with the screen on bright and everything, and like it uses a lot of power for some reason to record video. I've noticed that it'll bring down the power on the phone. Plus, when you're outside in the winter, the battery doesn't last as long. So there's a few factors at play there. But this is fun. I love doing walk and talks because it's good exercise. You can talk. Express yourself. I feel like somebody out there is going to listen and appreciate this message, right? I want to keep a positive mental attitude. It's something I learned from a book that my friend Alec gave me. This positive mental attitude and positive, just living in a very uplifting way, like uplifting others. Positive lifestyle attitude. You could call it, it's just living in a way that's beneficial to yourself and beneficial to those around you. Oh wow, this selfie stick's amazing. Like, you can hold it literally any which way and it's just stable. Oh, there's a crow. Let's catch the crow. Do you see the crow? I wrote a book about a crow and a fox. Oh, there's a couple more birds. Wow. It's almost like, oh wow, another bird. It's very serendipitous to see all these birds, right? Because we were pointing out the crow, and then all of a sudden we see these birds. But it came out of nowhere. As soon as we started talking about the crow, it's like, oh, some of these birds come. But yeah, the book I'll put it in the link below. Here's another link. It's my ebook. It's by me. I wrote it with a little help from artificial intelligence, but you'll see it's a pretty good story. I came up with the concept. I edited it, the words, and then I got a friend in Colombia, Angelica, to do the illustrations. I think she used artificial intelligence also, but the end product is really amazing. If you're able to look at the PDF or buy the PDF, it's very cool. The story mostly makes sense. The ending, I had trouble with the ending, but we're pretty happy with the way the story ended. You can also get it on Kindle. I'll put the link to the Kindle version. It's the words are the same. It's just the illustrations and the way it looks is different on Kindle. But I'm still trying to figure out a way to sell the PDF or to get the PDF printed and maybe do some final edits on the storyline. But so far, no sales on the Kindle version. So if you want to support me, try buying my ebook on Kindle. It's called As the Raven Flies Home. And it was originally called As the Crow Flies Home. But Angelica liked the word raven. She likes ravens for some reason. So, oh, there's the birds. There's the birds. You can see them. Oh, they're going to fly. Going to land on that. They landed right on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 birds. Beautiful, beautiful. So what does that mean? What does that mean, 5 birds? What does that mean? Does that have a meaning? To have 5 birds? Oh, the selfie stick. Oh, is the battery dying? If the battery dies on this, then I'm gonna have to. Oh, I think it's still working. There we go. Yeah, so we got 5 birds up there. Yeah, as the crow flies home, as the raven flies home, whatever you want to call it. It's a cool little ebook that we made, and it was just kind of like a prototype of just see if we could do it. And we actually succeeded in producing something that's interesting. It's got cool illustrations. So I might just give it away as like a cool little thing that you can read to your kids. Like a 1-year-old is not going to care if the story is kind of different and the story doesn't totally make sense. But the kid is going to enjoy the illustrations in the PDF. You know, the kid, if you could find a way to view it on a tablet, it's actually looks very nice. The story is kind of interesting, and you can do it. You'll be able to do it, have the PDF version and also the Kindle version. So if you want to support the ebook, I'd say buy the Kindle version. And the Kindle version can be read through the Kindle app on your phone, or if you have a Kindle device. So there's options for that. But you would need to sign up for Kindle. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll figure all this stuff out with the ebook. It's a learning experience, though. This is a learning experience. That's the most important thing, like trial and error, you know. This is about learning e-commerce. This is about learning how to write. This is all a learning thing, right? Oh, I can hold it down here. Oh, wow. And then you get like a bigger view. All right. So what do we got left? 20 minutes left. Wow. 20 minutes left. Let's go over to this circle, because I feel like this is a special spot in the park. Center Point Park, and like kind of in the center of the park, and they have a circle in the center, and then oh, I got a battery warning. What are we at? 15%. Okay, I gotta put down the brightness because we're losing power. We're losing power fast, and partly because it's cold, right? So down to 15%. Put the brightness down. If the phone turns off, the video should still save. I think what it does is it knows it's going to power down because the battery's down to 1% zero, and then it will stop the video, save it, and then turn off the phone. The technology we have these days is just astonishing, and it's only getting better and cheaper. Like I have this Hollywood level technology now in my hand. I just had to use the phone which I already had, because you need a phone, you need a smartphone these days. And then the selfie stick thing was $250 used from my friend Jared. Since we only have 20 minutes left and potentially less, since the power might go out on my phone since it's cold, we are going to get right on to the next subject, which is my trip to England with my grandmother. We went in 1999. I remember on the plane ride there, everything was fine. It was 767. A great experience. I had never flown in a big airplane. I had flown in a small airplane when I was in the Cub Scouts because our Cub Scout leader was a pilot and he brought us up in this little plane. It was only a two-seater. The pilot sits in front, the passengers in the back. Very small plane. But he would fly us over like our home. So I got to fly over my farm and I got to look down and say, oh wow, look at my farm. And it's kind of amazing, like my parents let me do that as a little kid, like just go up with some Cub Scout leader in his plane, and you know, you don't know if you're gonna crash. But this is the kind of thing I always did. If I had an opportunity to do something like adventurous and fun, I always went for it. And it served me well. It served me well. Now I have the option of traveling, being a YouTuber, and I think that will serve me well also if I decide to do that, which I have decided. So it's just a matter of where am I going to travel, right? So I've been to England. Maybe I'll travel to Cambodia someday, Mexico, go back to England, maybe Japan someday. Pakistan. Okay, yeah, I'm going to Pakistan because I'm going to that wedding, right? Yeah, I like to name drop. I like to talk about a few of my good connections in this world. People I've met over my 40 years, right? So, 31 minutes recorded, 50 minutes total, less than 20 minutes. Okay, this is hole 6. Let's keep moving. It's very important that I keep moving here. See, hole 6. You can see it. Yeah. That's it. The disc golf, right? Disc golf. It's very fun. Very fun. How do I get it? It's tricky with this thing because it's like the video. It always wants to keep it steady, right? All right. Let's keep moving, let's keep moving, let's keep moving, keep moving. I love it that nobody's out here. Oh, it's just so beautiful. It's a bit cloudy, but you can still see me well. Like, it's got a good camera on it, right? I could put a link in the description for a Samsung, but I won't do that because everybody knows about Samsung. They don't need any more advertising. I could put a link for the phone specifically that I have if you're interested. It's a Samsung Galaxy S22. Came out, 2022. It's a very good phone. But so is the Apple iPhone. So is phones made by Sony or Sony Ericsson. What else? What else? Should I do it a wide shot? Is wide shot better, or is it better? I think it's better if I hold it with the grip. I can hold it in my left hand too. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. We're losing battery fast. Oh shit. Okay. Now we're really losing battery. Shit. Okay, the phone's gonna go off soon. Okay, so it's still recording. Oh man. All right, we gotta head back to the house because the phone's gonna lose power. Okay, we gotta head back. I'll keep myself in view. I can see that. Well, that was a good walk and talk, but should have had more power on the phone. So yeah, England 99, New York City 2007 with my friend Ian. We saw a lot in New York. We went to the Museum of Natural History. We went on the Manhattan bus tour. We went on the boat that goes to Staten Island and you can see the Statue of Liberty. We got to see the Yankees play the Blue Jays in their old Yankee Stadium. That was very, very fun. Very good experience. That was the last year they had that old Yankee Stadium open before they moved to the new stadium. So that was an amazing experience. 2% battery. Now we're really going down. Okay. So I realized this about myself. I'm moving out of Ottawa by the end of this month. By February 24th, me and Jared are gone. We're out of Ottawa. By Friday, January 24th, we'll be on the 401 down to, in a U-Haul, going down to Burlington to start new jobs in Burlington, Ontario. So catch me outside, catch me in Burlington, you know, catch me not in Ottawa, catch me doing walk and talks in other countries like Mexico, Acapulco, maybe go to Colombia someday. I know this video is going to end very soon. We're going to get like 37 minutes.